Hello everyone, and welcome to State of the Realm, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV podcast. Apologies for that intro. It's been clipping out for a few weeks now. I guess VLC either needs an update or just doesn't want to play my videos correctly. But speaking of technical difficulties, this week we're going to be talking about creating Final Fantasy XIV content, whether that be on YouTube or things like comic book strips. We'll be showing appreciation for all sorts of things, and we brought on a first-time guest to talk about those things. But first, let's introduce the people you already know. I'm one of your hosts, Michael, Mr. Happy Poveromo. Of course, joining me is Slyh, aka Slythefox, aka Slyh, aka Greyfox, aka you, my boy Blue. I don't know how I haven't gotten tired of doing that after all these episodes, Slyh.
After all these years, you still do it every single time.
Yeah, it's your thing.
You used to come up with like new nicknames every week.
Oh no, did we have nicknames 2 weeks ago? Didn't I call you the Muffin?
Did you have to bring that up?
You brought up nicknames.
So mean.
I wouldn't have brought up the Muffin if you didn't bring up nicknames. You have yourself to blame for this.
Okay.
There you
But
go.
we also have somebody else here.
We do. Do you want to do the intro, Slyh? You never get to do intros.
No.
No? Okay, you suck.
No.
Anyway, and of course, we decided to bring on someone who's very well known in terms of creating content for Final Fantasy XIV, Larryzaur. How are you doing, good sir?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
First time on the show.
My name's Larry.
That's,
Hi.
yeah, that's,
What's your zodiac sign, Larry?
Taurus.
Do you like long walks on the beach?
I do. That's pretty nice. What's your zodiac sign, Slyh?
I'm a Cancer, and I do like long walks on the beach.
Oh, good.
I feel like I should change Dwayne behind me to a beach at this point, because that's what seems where Slyh wants to go at this point.
We're going to the beach.
We're going to the beach,
Okay.
apparently. We could go to the mall. I prefer that, but we could also just go to the beach.
As long as the mall has Cinnabon. I'll go there.
And Orange Julius.
What? What is that?
That was my question.
You don't know what Orange Julius is?
This has nothing to do
No.
with Final Fantasy XIV. How was this not a pre-show conversation, and now it's the mid-show?
Sorry.
Does this
I
become
mean,
a
he brought up
post-show
Cinnabon.
conversation?
He brought up Cinnabon, so I would
To
go
be
to
fair,
Orange.
people know what Cinnabon is, Slyh. Nobody knows what
Is
you're
that
talking
is that
about.
like Cinnabon?
No, it's. What was
It's
it,
got the
baby?
word orange in it, so I'm assuming there's oranges involved.
Orange Cinnabons?
Orange, like little slushies and shit. Like,
I like.
I'll just go to a 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee. I'll be all right with that. In the mall, I guess. 7-Elevens, I don't think those exist in malls. All right, so this week we are going to be talking about creating content in Final Fantasy XIV. As such, I expect us to go completely off the rails when it comes to talking about creating content. We're going to be covering both the YouTube and Twitch side of things, as all of us have varied experiences in the different senses. I know Slyh, you did those Drake videos not too long ago.
yeah, still need to do another one.
Need to do more of those Drake videos.
Yeah.
Drizzy? Did Drizzy? I was like, did Drizzy contact him and say he's not allowed to do that anymore?
Yeah, Drizzy demonetized.
We're gonna need you to stop that.
I would just imagine he's got you on that hotline bling like, yeah, you got to stop right now, all right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so you know what, Slyh, you didn't want to do the intro, but I'm gonna make you do some questions on the show this week, because I'm gonna just go silent. So if I don't do them, you ain't never gonna do them. So I'm just going.
They're in the notes. You didn't have to make me. You didn't have to put a.
Yeah,
gun
I
to my-
literally put in the notes, Slyh, this is you.
Oh, really? I didn't
And then
even
I
read
added
that.
just
Him and I have a code. If it's bolded, it's him. If it's me, if it's
I
unbolded,
see.
it's me. Behind the scenes,
That's very good code right there.
that nobody knows about except me and him. So when people read it,
Now I know.
they have no idea that that's
I
actually.
was
happening.
wondering. I was like, why are some of these things bolded and some of them
They're
aren't?
more-
What's the
They
format?
must be more important then, right?
That's what
Yeah.
I thought. I thought they were more important.
No,
questions.
they're just not. They're for
Yeah.
me. They're not important. So Larry, in case people don't know who you are, and in case they've been living under a rock, tell us what you do, how you got started, and what you do for the 14 community.
Sorry, I was pointing to the rock behind me because you guys don't see the rock.
I don't see a rock.
They see the rock.
I was like, why are you pointing at your green screen?
Every week.
Yeah.
Dwayne.
So what do I do? I make stupid videos. That's what I do.
High self-esteem right at the start of the show.
I make really stupid videos. Mostly about 14, about other games too, but mostly 14. That's like what I got started with. So when I first wanted to start, it was really just like I was watching other content creators. Like Mary was one of the first ones that I watched. Like his like way back, like maybe 2 years ago or more. Some of his like first ones were the only ones that he had out were Mary's shorts. It was just like the ones of like the ones where he was fishing and he had like sand and stuff and it, like all the sand from fishing, desynthesis and whatever.
I love desynthesis. I'm a proponent of it.
So just seeing like videos like that, like I was really intrigued by seeing the game and being able to make like comedy sketches out of it. So I was like, oh, maybe I could do something like that. I could do that. And then just like watching other content creators, like Markiplier is one of like my bigger inspirations. So watching, I fucking love Markiplier. So I was like, I want to try this. So I just like started making videos, and that's really all it was just like, I'll just start making videos. And I put it out there, and you got to remember that when you first start, nobody's going to watch them. But when you just got to keep going, basically.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I do. I do YouTube videos, and I just recently more got into Twitch side of things, which I actually just got partnered on Twitch too.
Hey,
so,
you'll have a checkpoint next to your name in no time.
Yeah,
so really? I don't have that.
You'll get it,
so
it takes a little bit.
I want the check mark. It's fancy. But I do that too.
So speaking of the Twitch side, what do you usually do when you're Twitch streaming?
When I stream, most of the time I do I keep to like most of my work is with YouTube. I focus mostly on that. But I stream on the side because it's fun to be able to interact with everybody and more than just YouTube comments. So when I'm on Twitch, usually on every Saturday, I'll stream with my girlfriend and we'll do like a dual stream. And we just like do either like leveling or roulettes and stuff, like just like daily things. Few weekends ago, we did the charity live stream, which is something that I've really always wanted to do. And we had a super successful charity live stream for a nearby children's hospital near me on Long Island. And we raised $20,000 for charity. So awesome. That was absolutely amazing. And I kind of just, I do that kind of stuff on stream. And recently I just started streaming raids, which is a little more serious time, but
Slyh knows all about raid face.
Yeah.
He's got
I put that little raid face.
The Dojima raid face is a staple with him.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, Slyh, give us a raid face.
Oh, wait, no, you kind of did it. You did it right there. There you go.
Everyone has that raid face. Mine's.
Are you looking at your screen there? Yeah. I think mine is like this. Like, hold on, let me check. I think this is it. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
And now everyone has those images to use. Thank you, Wolf. Yeah. That's exactly why I set it up. The raid face is all good.
Perfect.
Yeah, I know you touched on it just a second ago, but like outside of raids and everything, is there any other content you enjoy doing in 14? Any crafting, gathering, anything like that?
Like what I do like in the game content? Mm-hmm. I don't craft. If you look at my character, my character is ////.
Well, he's now welcome on the show very often since he's also a non-crafter. We need as many people to warrant having Ash on the show because none of us do shit all the time.
I do not craft.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I unlocked Fisher to make a video about it, and I leveled it. And that's all I've done. The other reason was because I wanted to get the Master Caster title, because I'm a caster main. I love all the casters. and Bahamut, but I love all the casters. So I was like, I'm going to level Fisher and get my Master Caster title. So I started doing that, and I realized how difficult that is.
It's a bold
After
move.
Days.
Yeah.
Days. Ugh.
Again, it wasn't so bad 50 to 60, but once you get 60 to 70,
No, spearfishing.
I haven't done that at all. I haven't touched that.
The thing that made it really difficult was that you couldn't do collectibles, so it's just a lot more grind work than anything. That's why I hated it.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like we're speaking Greek right now.
I leveled Fisher with leaves. I was naked the whole time. I didn't do anything.
You want to know how I leveled Fisher? My girlfriend was playing at the time, and she leveled it, and she just sent me all the fish for the leaves, and then I just handed them in.
That's perfect.
Cheater.
She was fishing.
That only did it to 50 though. I haven't touched Fisher since. I haven't touched Fisher since. So you got me.
I'm a
after
60
that.
fish.
Yeah,
I got 60.
Yeah, you're at the really grindy part. Yeah, but speaking of 14, because we haven't had you on ever.
Yes.
How have you been enjoying Stormblood? What do you like? What don't you like?
I love Stormblood. Well, where do I start? I guess story-wise. Story-wise, I really liked the story.
Nice.
I thought I liked Heavensward's story more, but I feel it's also a little weird to compare them because they are very different.
That's a fair point.
But the storytelling aspect in all of them was really good. I think my favorite part was, are we allowed to say spoiler stuff?
Yeah, we did spoiler cast like a month
Yeah.
ago, so I don't care.
So spoiler stuff, like all the fights with Xenos, the very first time that you fight Xenos and he's just walking up to you, just slow walking up to you, and you're just like, what do I do? What am I supposed to do against this guy? And he's just, it kind of instilled in you how powerful he is just in that first encounter. So when you fight him again much later and you see the kind of difference that you have, like fighting him in the dungeon, it was really cool to see that progression. So I thought the storytelling there was really good. So I really liked that.
Yeah, it's important to remember that story-wise, leveling doesn't exist. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like even though they present him as level 70, it's just for the sake of power scaling.
Exactly.
He isn't like, I'm level 70. This guy's only level 60.
But like the character grew. Like your character was supposed to grow.
Yeah.
You were like leaving and going on an adventure and grabbing people and stuff. So I thought that was cool. And I don't know. I liked Heavensward a little bit more just because I like dragons a lot. So I liked that whole thing.
You don't say.
Yeah. I liked that whole
Wouldn't have figured.
Dragons. Raid-wise, much better. Infinitely better than what Gordius was. So I rated Gordius.
So did I. I did world progression in Gordius.
Oh, extra fun.
No.
I rated Gordius. I cleared 4S and then I stopped rating after that. But this tier I've been rating with a group of close friends, and we're like we hit rage on 3S. So I think the rating has been really good because some of them like are newer to rating and then some have done rating. So the difficulty wise, I think it's really, really good. Like some people are like, oh, it's too easy, but I like the difficulty.
I love pugging 1 through 3 on every Tuesday, and then
Especially
doing anything I want for the rest of the week.
Yeah. Have you done 4 yet? Much of 4?
Well, I didn't pug 4, but I beat 4. I cleared 4 the Saturday of week 1.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get in there.
I know you made it to Neo X Death on your pug.
On a pug, yeah. I was surprised. I was like, really, this shit happens?
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't beat Neo X Death.
Right, but you got there. You got there.
And recently, our static got to Neo X Death, and I think we were, because after Meteors is what? Omega?
No, after Meteors, Omega's still a while after Meteors.
Yeah, so it's a repeat. Okay, yeah, so we still got a good ways to go to get to Omega, but yeah, we got to Meteors, and then
you'll do another Alpha after that.
Nice.
There should be another Emptiness and Grand Cross Alpha and another Delta attack before another Grand Cross Omega.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. I like phase change things like that. If they do it in Savage, where it's like a whole nother phase and a whole cool thing you get to see with
another
the boss.
phase. They legit gave us an extra fight because
Really?
Neo,
Oh, I haven't even seen it. So.
Yeah, because Neo X Death isn't a phase. You literally get to him, and then anytime you wipe, you start at Neo X Death.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a 12.5-minute fight.
Even on FF logs, they split it up. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
we actually have.
Oh.
They legit gave us an extra fight for Savage
within that instance.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
it's much better.
Yeah,
They said they'd
that's
never
very
do
cool.
it, and then they did it.
Yeah,
so.
they did that. That's so cool. Oh wow. Okay, I'm even more excited now to see it.
Oh yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah,
it's a very good
also
time.
Besides raiding and stuff, I've been doing PvP.
Ooh.
I've been doing Feast on White Mage.
Are you seriously thinking about climbing the ladder, or are you just doing it just because it's fun?
I've been trying it, and I've only done it maybe 3 days now. I'm at about 700 something score, and I think to get top 100 you have to be 1200 or something at the moment. So it's the kind of thing where if you just play enough games and you have a decent enough win rate, you'll get up there. It's just playing enough is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
What's your salt level like during PvP?
Oh, it's pretty high. I'm
okay.
This is I'm actually doing it because I'm recording it to make a video, but it's very I get pretty salty. I mean, for my standards, because I'm kind of happy, but I guess it's happy salt. But I'll have things where, of course, because I'm healer, and you'll get people spamming "nice job, nice job, nice job," where you'll have the melee running into a group of people, and he has all the DPS and the tank on him, and then he doesn't have the tank on him because the tank's on me. So he has the 2 DPS and the healer by him, and then the tank stuns me, and then he dies, and he's just spamming "nice job, nice job, nice job." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to avoid nice job spam.
Yeah,
because I've started doing very, very minimal feasting off stream. Because I can't really stream and feast and actually pay attention to both 100%.
I don't think you'd be
time.
able to.
I'm either reading chat and fucking up here, or I'm doing this and I'm not reading chat, so I can't bring myself to do it. But I have seen a lot of the nice job spam memes going around.
Good match when you
good match.
Good match.
In the very beginning, somebody dies. Good match.
Good match.
I've considered doing a name change for my character just so I can feast, because if I feast with my character name, the strategy there's go for the healer first, go for the person with the offense first, there's go for the range first, and then there's go for Mr. Happy.
Yeah,
that's another strategy where you have to feed me the defensive thing, and then have a paladin with cover and pray, because that's
I feel like that's a mark of pride.
No.
A little bit. No, it is.
It's pretty nice.
It would be a mark of pride if I was a diamond tier player and that happened. I don't even do it because that happens to me. Happens worse. It's way worse in 8v8, but in 4v4 it's less doable. But
what if somebody just has the name Mr. Happy, like a fake Mr. Happy, and then they go into feast and they're just getting they just get wrecked all the time.
There's a black mage in Exodus, I think, who PvPs, because I know he has the same name. A lot of people always ask me if I have a character on Exodus, and I go,
"Oh,
no,
okay,
I don't. I know exactly what you're talking about."
Freaking black mages! Nobody kills the black mage. It's to go kill the black mage. They don't kill him, and then we're getting all wrecked. I'm like, that's why you're getting wrecked. There's a black mage right over there casting Fire 4 on you.
They do some damage.
It's so bad.
One day we'll get our words back. One day.
No, we'll never get our words back.
I think if they didn't do it in Stormblood, they're not going to do it.
They're not doing it. In fact, they gave us more options in Storm. They cleared our hotbars so we could put all of them on the hotbar.
Yeah.
It's here's 9 abilities and 40 means of communicating them to your team.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it ends up.
Instead of you got attacking healer, stopping healer. I don't even know the difference. You should just attack it or stop it. I don't know. But there's so many options.
Stun or silence or
stun or silence.
All right. So, like I said earlier, we come from varying points of experience between YouTube and Twitch and content creation overall. So we all are pretty adept in knowing the amount of time and effort that can go into a lot of the projects that we create. So in this episode, I want to kind of talk about that process, because a lot of people may or may not know exactly how it operates, how it works, especially when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, where it's a little bit different than just having a process to make a YouTube video. You also have to have a process within the game to get the right footage and stuff like that. So I do want all three of us, if we ever have a question for when someone else is explaining it for the rest of the show, just get that question in immediately. So it's like, hey, how do you do that? That's like, I was wondering, I saw that the one time. Whatever it is.
Okay.
That being said, I know Slyh does not have a whole lot of YouTube experience. So I put him in charge of a lot of questions for this show. He wrote a lot of questions. I threw some questions, said, Slyh, I want you in control. Because I want you to do more YouTube, Slyh. I've been pushing you for it for like a year.
You can do it if it's something you want to do.
It is the thing about
it. It's something you want to do.
But it is something I want to do. Mm-hmm. But it's like y'all have been doing YouTube for quite some time, and going from YouTube to the Twitch side of things, I feel like it's kind of an easier road than Twitch to YouTube. It's a little bit different.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Because and I'll get to this in a little while. I feel like with Twitch content, it's a little more, how do I put it? It's a little more I wouldn't say laid back, but it's it's a little more go with the flow when in terms of you doing Twitch content, and then for YouTube content, it's almost like making a mini movie. You have the storyboard shit. You got to plan out what you're going to do, how you're going to capture the footage. You got to plan out audio. Like trying to do that for the first time, it was fucking hell.
Well, I feel like in terms of the amount of work that goes into it, I definitely put more work into my YouTube side of things, but that's also my choice. Right. Like, I'm sure people could put more work into the Twitch side of things, especially if you're starting off on YouTube versus starting off on Twitch. Those are also two different things. Right. And I think that starting off on Twitch is harder to get recognized and started off versus starting off on YouTube. I think YouTube is easier.
That's because you'd be correct. Because on Twitch, you're competing for everyone's live attention. On YouTube, you're just competing for their subscriber space, where they see the videos and click on them whenever they want.
Exactly. So that plays a huge role into it, especially on 14, it still is. Even though like 14 is like, it's a smaller community of people that actually stream, it's still hard. So then if you go into another game like Overwatch, you go and try and stream Overwatch for the first time, somebody has to scroll like a year to get down to you. Like it just can't happen.
Yep.
So YouTube is definitely easier to get started on as long as the content is good and what you're making you're happy with.
So we'll kind of segue into what you typically do on YouTube. What is a day in the life of Larry like for making content on YouTube?
Okay. Well, pretty much all the time. If I'm not on the computer, if I'm just like out, even showering, just getting.
Oh yeah, let's throw that in there.
Let's throw that in there.
To be fair, some of your videos I would absolutely believe originated when you were showering.
Yes, they are. Or just doing anything. I go out for like running at nighttime, and I think of videos during then. So I literally always think of videos all the time. So and then I write them down. I have a little book here with my ideas in it. See?
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, there's spoilers in there. But so I always have ideas, and basically it's just like getting footage as I play and getting footage as I think of it. And then sometimes like I'll just have a bunch of footage like in a folder. I have a shit ton of footage that's unused, but like for other things, like for later. And then sometimes I'll like have an idea and I'm like, I need to get this out right now. And I'll go into like full on recording mode and get out the entire video and then go into editing mode after that. So usually it'll be like, for like a basically video, right? For a basically video, I'll have a bunch of ideas beforehand and I'll kind of just like write out the general ideas that I want to get. And then I'll go into the game, record all the things that I want, like just off the list, and I'll just be playing and get all the ideas that I needed, and then go into recording. So I try to do that within a full day, at least the recording part, and then another day for the editing is usually what goes into it. And then for the easier videos, I could do one of those in a day. And then other ones take multiple days. Like it depends. So
Now, when you're talking about length of a video, how long do you typically aim for a video to put up on YouTube? Do you have a set time? Different series?
That matters, especially for SEO and just how the video does. I aim for like between 5 and 10 minutes usually. So like for like a shorter comedy thing or just like a shorter joke, like a 5-minute video, 3 to 4 minute video is good. And then like for the basically videos, they're usually around like 8. So once it gets more than 10, then it starts getting a little iffy. I don't always want to do more than 10, but it's around there. There's like a sweet spot. Yeah.
By the way, before we go any further, can somebody make fan art of Ulta Mega 7's comment of Larry and Bahamut showering together while they think of YouTube ideas?
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Can we make that happen? Can somebody make that art happen? Keep it PG.
But
I just imagine Larry with like a loofah like this, and Bahamut with his arm over,
like coming right behind.
Yeah, he's giving him the reach around to hug him.
Buddy,
Yeah,
you should Aquamorn.
Or no, yeah. You should use Aquamorn.
You should use Aquamorn right now.
There you go. He's got his wings like barely fitting in the shower. It's like knocking the curtain off to the side. And stuff. Well, we just made that. This is the show where dreams come true.
Yeah, I actually have a Bahamut charm right here. I just got it at the con I was at. Can you see that?
Wow.
Sort of, yeah, because it's got the glossy finish. It's a little hard
glossy.
to say. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's in focus.
There you go. It's Bahamut.
There you go.
Breaking out of Dalamud.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I had to get it.
Now that you said that, I'm actually thinking of the pottery making scene from Ghost with like Larry.
There you go. Yeah, the pottery making scene. Yeah, that's a pretty good.
Bahamut is what's his name? I can't even think. But yeah, that scene. Yeah, and just in general, what when you make these videos, what software do you use? Are you Vegas or Adobe?
Are you a Vegas kind of guy or an Adobe kind of guy?
We're about to fight. Let's find out.
I want to know what Happy uses.
Vegas.
I do. I also use Vegas.
Okay, good.
But yeah, we're friends now. I've wanted to learn Adobe though. But,
Adobe works. There were some things last time I tried using Adobe, I got kind of frustrated. I tried to drag 2 clips immediately onto Adobe and then transition them by putting them next to each other, and it wouldn't. I had to like
it just doesn't.
Yeah, I had to if I overlapped them, it would just one of them would overlap the other. I had to go and drag a transition onto the 2 of them. So I was immediately like, I'm going back to Sony Vegas. They might have fixed it by now. It might not be an issue.
So it's not like Vegas where it does like an automatic transition if you.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that when I'm talking about 2 years ago. So I have to imagine the technology is there by now.
They have the technology now?
Yes. I have to imagine that.
You know what? No, because that's what I've heard about it too. And that was kind of recently. So I want to say maybe it's still like that. And it's just their choice of what they want.
Just that one thing is enough to get me to go use Sony Vegas. Like, you don't need me to do anything else.
Sony is very, very good. Like in terms of like, if anybody needs to choose between Vegas or Adobe, Vegas is really good for editing a shit ton of clips, cutting them up really fast and placing them around really fast. It's super fast at doing that. And it's super fast at, like Happy said, just doing transitions of you just take 2 clips, put them together and it fades them. Like it's super, super easy. Adobe does other things easier, like text animating is easier with Adobe than it is on Sony. But
well, don't worry, we'll just go back to using Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah,
as the chat has suggested.
We can do that.
No,
make some Linkin Park music videos. Yeah.
Rest in pieces, Chester.
Oh yeah. So many of like the YouTube artists that I listen to are like making covers of Linkin Park songs.
Yeah.
And
to be fair, it's a good means of. Did I just hear my cat? No, I didn't.
Hi, cat.
It's a good means of paying homage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
we're gonna get all set now.
You just showed off your black book, your idea book.
Yeah.
do you kind of have like ahead of time away from the shower? Do you have like a timetable / list of things you want to do, or do you get some of your ideas from the community as well?
Yeah, both of those things. I have a calendar over there. I can't show you that, but there's a calendar over there, and I'm like, I'm gonna put a video up on this day, and this video is gonna go up on this day. So I try to do a video, about 3 videos a week, is what I try to do. This past week has been messed up because I had Otakon, but I try to do about 3 videos a week, and I like keep very consistent to that because YouTube likes it when you upload a lot. So
yeah, let's
likes that.
Let's see, what am I at? 2,383 videos.
Yeah,
they
likes it. Yeah, exactly. Because YouTube looks at a few things. It's newer now what it does, but it looks at how much time people are spending on your channel. Like if they do like a view session and they start viewing a bunch of videos, and then they look at when somebody signs into YouTube, where do they go? Where do they start their sessions and things like that? So if a lot of people are starting their session as soon as they sign up on YouTube and they go to your channel, and you have daily uploads, that's really good. YouTube likes that. So you try to keep consistent. That's a very big thing, is to be consistent. And then videos, ideas from community. That happens like in Twitch chat sometimes. Like funny things will happen in Twitch chat, and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do something like that, that kind of thing. People also like email me ideas a lot, and I always reply back like, thank you for the idea. This is really cool. I like this. It's not always something that I can actually do because it's one thing to think of an idea, and then another thing to think of an idea that you could actually do. Like, like you think of something, you're like, oh, this is really cool, and it's like, how do I even do that? I can't do that. Like,
you can always do it.
Yeah, I guess
just
so.
Not in the time frame you'd maybe like to complete it.
I'll do that in a year.
Yeah, and that's another thing I wanted to touch on was like with 14, the limitations of what you can do and can't do with your videos. How has that affected you? And has it changed with Stormblood and the addition of like maybe emotes?
Dude, that new G-pose thing is pretty legit.
The new G-pose, like with the actions in it, is freaking awesome. That's super, super awesome. I could get some cool shots with that. And what I still want, which Denmo has actually talked to me about this, is letting our characters' mouths move in G-pose, which you can't. If you're in G-pose, you can't move your character's mouth, which is the stupidest thing ever. But
so we've just found what some of the community will consider the next Peaches question in the next live letter.
Yes. When will you get mouth moving in G-pose?
It'll be great because then when they call it a Peaches question, they go, wow, this video is so great. And then they see that, it'll all come full circle.
But I don't think that's a Peaches question because content creation.
I've seen Twitch chat. They're going to treat it like a Peaches question.
Yeah, they probably would. Like
some people
in the
will love
10,000 views thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Plenty of people will like it. I just know what the general consensus is going to be on that.
Yeah.
I take the general consensus and then I take what the devs actually officially look at. When we're doing contests with content creation, making pictures and things like that, that's how I know they're legitimizing content creation. Not in the realm, maybe not in the realm of YouTube videos, but like in just digital photography and shit. And I hope that one day they'll include, the video making spectrum within.
That'd be cool. They do something because content creation is like really important because like. I get messages all the time from people saying, Larry, I got this game because of your videos. I'm like, first of all, I'm like, how did you even find me? Because if you don't play this video game, like they say that they got the game from watching my videos. And that's super flattering. But it's also like, it happens. Like if there are YouTube channels dedicated to one type of game, people flock to that and it kind of sells the game. It's advertising for the game, so it's important for them to care about that stuff. So
yeah, no, I definitely agree on that. I think everyone's had that point when they're making content and someone asks, hey, should I get this game? And then everyone hops in. You have just people in the YouTube comment section or in the Twitch chat just like, yeah, you should get the free trial. They don't even care. They're not even trying to be unbiased. They're not trying to be like, well, what do you like? They're just like, yeah.
Every time someone asks me that question, I'm like, okay, I'm going to preface this by saying I've been playing this game for about 3 to 4 years. So you might get a little bit of bias from me, but yes, I would definitely buy this game.
Yeah.
In fact, I already did. Too.
In fact, I play this a lot, unhealthy amounts. So yeah, you should play Persona 5.
I'm actually playing through Persona 5 right now. Just finished the third palace.
Play it.
Finished through the third palace, and that was the easiest boss so far, in my opinion. I don't know how Sly feels about the third palace boss being the easiest boss so far, because he's a very, very in-depth. Looks like he's got something going on right now. I heard a 1 second.
A click on my bobber.
Click on my bobber.
And you're doing that on stream, right? Persona 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the only way I would probably be able to play it. Because it's a huge time commitment.
So I've learned something about RPGs. This happened with Final Fantasy 15. It happened with Persona. I feel like it just happens with all RPGs since voice acting was implemented. So many memes come out of anything with voice. Hell, just look at Cold Steel. It's like all my name days have come at once.
You can't get away from that.
Anything that can be heard more than a single time, especially things like sloppy. Just
they're earworms.
Earworms. Immediate memes. Persona 5, it's for real. That's got to be my number one. Sly immediately.
Somebody just said it in chat.
Yeah. For real? Every time. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I want to play it bad. I'll play it.
Sickness must be purged. Anything that is audible and can be played multiple times immediately becomes a meme, especially in RPGs where you grind things over and over and over and over again. Or
the Cobra Commander voice.
Cobra Commander voice. There you go. It's so many good ones. So many good RPG memes that nobody cares about because everyone's just watching Crash go woo over and over. And over.
Oh yeah, that one coming back up is pretty cool because it existed back when the game first came out.
2016, there was a YouTuber who made a video, so way before the trilogy, and then somebody made in a program something of Crash, but then very recently somebody made the green screened one where he flips out. Yeah, and
so then you can put it in everything.
Yep, literally as Denmo learned very quickly and immediately applied to answers. Denmo, you're my hero. The Neo X-Death one is my favorite, where Neo X-Death is popping out of the thing, goes, whoa, 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 whoa.
That I haven't seen.
I haven't seen that one. I only saw the Bahamut one.
Final Fantasy 14 content for you right there is Neo X-Death. Whoa!
I have to go watch that one.
Yes.
I like the Bahamut one, so I'll watch that one too.
Oh, no, there's no way I could have figured you would like the Bahamut one.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Yeah,
strange.
That's no way I could have expected that.
Speaking of... Oh, no, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Speaking of with that, because everybody knows I love Summoner and Bahamut, I raid on Black Mage.
So... You get out. No, you're a liar.
I have to.
A liar and a sinner. No, you don't. You have Contagion
yes, I do.
And Ifrit.
No, we have 3 casters in my raid crew.
I'm sorry,
it's already a problem. You're not going to overcome it by playing a different caster.
Have a super problem? We have all 3. We have Red Mage, Black Mage, Summoner. And it's actually fucking awesome. And Samurai. We got the Summoner to buff the Black Mage and Red Mage. Yeah.
And at least of the one job that's not a caster, you got the one with the least utility.
Yes.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
No, we got great utility. We got
3 APOCs.
Yeah.
3 mana shifts. The healers can't run out of MP. Who needs refresh?
Exactly. We're really good. So we got that. We've got what is the new tank thing that damage down? No.
Reprisal?
The tank thing, reprisal. We got that. We're good. Reprisal. Everything.
You've got Contagion. Listen, that makes Contagion all the more valuable. You got 3 casters.
Contagion's fucking awesome.
It'd be even better if you had 2 Contagions, and then you could just do them back to back, and then
and the Tri-Disaster Ruin buff.
There you go.
and we'd just be buffing
You
our
have
runes back
Addle
and
for
forth.
days.
Yeah,
All the magic damage just
it's gone. It's
squashed.
gone. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, 4S
It's a good
would be
raid group.
no problem for you guys, man.
Is it all magic damage?
It's pretty much all. He's got like
All magic damage.
He's got,
set.
He's got double punch, and I think that might be it for physical.
The tank burst is magical, right?
I think everything else is magical. I think only double punch is physical. I'm willing to be told otherwise, but I'm willing to say.
Wait, isn't vacuum wave physical too?
Yeah, but you're not gonna get hit by that in Neo.
In not Neo, but in regular, yeah.
Oh, Earthshakers. That's the other one.
It has earth shakers.
Yeah.
That's
they brought that back.
I know that's Bahamut's move. I knew that.
They brought that back.
Oh, I guess Endian Rage is technically physical. Yeah, he's got a few, but not many. Not a whole lot.
Whenever I saw like other
fate.
whenever I saw other bosses doing like other mechanics from turn 13, like I think the first one was Thornton with the towers, and I was like, you can't do that. That's Bahamut's tower. You can't. That's his.
Those
Don't
towers
take
are
that.
everywhere now.
Now they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Bardem is like, well, I'm not there. 3, go.
Bunch of them.
That's it.
Yep.
What were you saying, Sly? Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to get to, because one series that I pretty much know you for is the Basically series. How did that come about?
Oh, the first one that I did was actually Job Stereotypes, which was over a year ago. That was last year. Before I just was starting making YouTube videos and just making them, but not taking it very seriously. This January is when I started taking it seriously, and I was uploading all the time. But last year, January, I made Job Stereotypes, and it was just like a short video with like a short one-liner of each of the jobs and what they are. And that video did really well. And so I basically just took that, and I was like, what if I just take that but expand it to full? So that's what I did. And the first one I did was basically Summoner, because I love Summoner. So yeah, that's how I started it.
Reasonable.
Yeah. And then I end up doing like the other casters, and people are always like, do this basically job video. I'm like, I gotta level that one.
Oh, I can't wait for Basically Machinist.
I can't wait for Basically Fishing.
Oh, Machinist is level 35.
When's Basically Crafting?
Yeah.
No, that's okay. No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
sure?
not doing that.
No, that could be the whole video. Just basically crafting, and then it's just
No.
not doing
That's
it.
a good idea.
It's like a quick 30-second video.
No,
Crafting. Nope.
It can't show the 30 seconds. It'll be an 8-minute video, and all of it will be just dark or something. It'll just be something else.
Nope, not doing it. I'm out. Peace.
It's a trick.
There you go.
But that actually happened like when Stormblood came out. Like I was streaming it on the release day, and early access, and people were like, so when's the next Basically Summoner? I was like, I'm going through the story right now. Like, why are you doing this when you could be making more videos? That's what it feels like.
It's a never-ending battle to satiate the dark desires of the crowd.
Yeah. That's what it felt like when I was at the con. Why are you at this convention? My friend did that to me. I was driving them to the convention, and they were like, Larry.
That's probably the worst person. Like, oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for doing this for me, but what the fuck are you doing?
Where's my content?
Go home. All right, I'm going home, but you're coming with me, so I hope you can get an Uber or something.
I'm done driving.
I will turn this car around and go make videos instead of driving us there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, why don't you make a video at the con? Why don't you do that?
That's expensive.
I did a little bit of that. But it is tiring.
Yeah. It's expensive. You already have the equipment, though, because you did your video from Japan, so you already have some.
I use my phone.
Oh, you use your phone? Your phone looks better than mine, then.
Thank you.
I will say that, because my phone would look grainy as hell if I did that.
Yeah, I want to get an actual video camera, but for now, I just use my phone.
Just get a GoPro.
So,
it's only like, what are those things, like $300? I don't know. They're expensive.
Well, yeah, because those are fancy. You can do sports. I don't do that. What are sports?
That's it. Those are fancy. You can do sports. Let's put that on a shirt and sell it. There we go.
Now,
idea.
Now to kind of revisit this, I know we touched on it earlier, but I want to get into a little bit more detail about it. The difference between Twitch and YouTube. And this is for both of you.
For all three of us, man.
Yeah. I'll ask this to both of you. Even though there's a side that you prefer to start with, currently speaking, which one do you prefer, Twitch or YouTube?
Go ahead, Happy.
First? I was just, damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I prefer Twitch. I like live interaction because when I first got started, I was trying to answer every comment, every Facebook message, every tweet, and that's exhausting. It's like, it's doable, but it's exhausting, especially when you go to sleep for 8 hours and you try to come back to what you missed while you were sleeping. And you're like, everyone go to sleep. Like, I'm from Europe. I was like, I don't care. Go to sleep. So I don't have all these comments when I get back. And with Twitch, a lot of what used to be YouTube comments end up getting answered there. It's obviously not 100% overlap. There's still plenty of questions on YouTube that don't get answered there. But the live interaction aspect of it is just, I'll take that over, sitting there responding to YouTube comments pretty much any day. But YouTube I like because I get to create something unique, whereas with Twitch, my show would be technically like the program I put together is unique. But YouTube, I'll go out of my way to make separate content for it, so there's not as much overlap there. And when there is, it's me recording stuff on Twitch so that I can use it in like a guide or something on YouTube. So that's the only overlap that there really is most of the time. But I'll take Twitch most of the time just for interaction, pretty much any day.
Yeah,
Larry?
I like the interaction. I prefer YouTube because
Okay.
I love creating videos. I love it. But in terms of the interaction is definitely much better on Twitch.
Right.
Also, when I started, I was responding to every single comment for a long time. Now it's gotten to the point where it's impossible. I cannot respond to every single comment, but I read. I'm still at the point where I can read all of them. At least I try to. Whenever I upload a video, I will usually for the first hour, I'll be in the comment section and replying to comments. So I still keep to try to that. But for the social aspect, Twitch is much better for that. But I just really love I have an idea and I can create it and make it real and then share it with people, and it makes people happy. So that's what I like to do. So I like that.
We may have a special guest soon. My cat is clawing at my door because he's upset.
Aw.
If you hear him,
I heard.
yeah, if you heard them,
Yeah.
that's my cat. Mm-hmm.
Aw.
He's very sad. He doesn't give a shit about me. He just doesn't want. This is his territory still. He's like, it's mine.
He doesn't want any barriers to his territory.
Yeah, he doesn't want any barriers. He hates that. So we may have a special guest soon, depending on if Aloha decides to give up or not.
That's okay. My cats do that too. Especially when I'm streaming, they're like, I want to get in there. I hear you talking. I know you're in there. Pet me.
Even if I wasn't in here, he just wouldn't want the door closed. He'll go and fuck up the towels in the bathroom, or he'll find some way to wreak mayhem everywhere to get our attention.
Does he bite wires?
No. We actually run a 100-foot Ethernet cable from our modem to my girlfriend's computer in the living room, and he doesn't touch it. He won't go near it.
Oh man, my cat bites wires. That's why almost everything I have, like my keyboard, I can unplug my keyboard, because he'll chew the wires. So I got keyboards that I can unplug the USB from it.
Convenient and annoying at the same time.
Yes.
Right.
It's convenient that I can do that, but annoying that I have to. So
yes, completely.
I have to do very good wire management so that it doesn't happen. I like all the cat emote spam.
Aloha.
Okay, Larry, you said that you prefer the YouTube side. Now, how does your approach, and me being more on the Twitch side, how does your approach to Twitch differ from your approach to YouTube?
Almost all of my thought process goes into YouTube. And I do Twitch, like I said before. Twitch is so that I can do live streams, because I feel like live streams are really important to be able to interact and with the community, and it's really nice just to be able to talk to people versus the comments. So I do the Twitch, but it's also I don't have a super set schedule for it. I kind of just do it when I can. So that's kind of how I take it. I take it as something extra that I can do and to spend time with everybody, versus YouTube is the one that I planned fully around and always take precedence over. Like if I have an idea for a video, I'm gonna do the video and get it out. I'm not gonna like stream during that day and I won't get the video out. That's what are you gonna get Aloha?
Yeah, he's getting Aloha.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, that. Aw.
Come here.
I want to see Cat.
Oh.
This is the part where he
All right.
puts Aloha in his lap and he looks like Blofeld from James Bond. He's not like petting him like Blofeld, but he looks like Blofeld from James Bond.
See?
There's
Yeah.
He doesn't even want to be loved. He just doesn't want the door closed. He's
And he's
horrified.
gonna want to get out. You know he's
to
gonna want to get out, right?
He just wants out. Yeah, he's gonna want to leave immediately.
Yep.
That's it.
That's what my cat does too.
He just doesn't want the friggin' door closed.
He's like, pick me up. I pet him and he's like, okay, now let me down.
He hates being picked up.
Oh,
He hates
really?
it. And now he's gonna go scratch the door, which is what when I'm.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Oh,
That's
God.
part of my creative process because I could be in the middle of recording a video, and
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, so hey, this just happened, and my thoughts on this are, and all I hear is. Meow, and just claws in the back. And I'm like, putting my headphones on, putting my headphones on, turning the volume all the way up. You can't deal with it. So welcome to another part of my creative process. Is that little guy right there?
Yep, I completely understand that. Or
Yeah,
like
Mike,
if somebody's doing work outside, that too.
Oh yeah, we have
Like,
we have a leaf blower man every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, during July 4th there were like fireworks because Merca. Yeah.
America.
Now, Mike, how does your approach differ from Twitch to YouTube?
So mine's changed over the years because
Mm-hmm.
so my process is very weird. So my YouTube channel, I was uploading like stupid things. Like I was like holding like a MacBook like camera to a TV and doing like Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix, like no damage battles against the super bosses and stuff.
Wait, you were recording the screen with a camera?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes, because I did not have any of the technology or the money for said technology. And then
People can start a YouTube channel with anything. You
I
don't
just
need
wanted
the
to do
equipment.
it. I just wanted to do it.
Exactly.
It was shit. No one watched them, but actually that's not true. I had over 1,000 views on the Terra battle in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So that one actually had some views.
Wow.
Yeah. That's actually how I got monetization on YouTube in the first place, was because you needed 1,000 views to get that, and that video got 1,000 views.
Oh my God. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Tara. That's why my YouTube name is Xehanort1227 and not Mr. Happy 1227. If the official link is Xehanort, because that was the only reason I made the channel, was to upload those. And then I had a metal DDR pad, so I also did DDR videos as well. I had a $300 metal DDR pad because I played.
Why am I just now finding out?
I played hardcore.
DDR player.
I played hardcore. I used to do custom songs. I go to the arcade every Saturday. Everything. That's what I did for all those years. And
I could play on light.
I swear to God, the next con I'm at with Happy, we are going to find an arcade, and I need to see this.
I should play DDR.
I need to see if you.
I'm not in the same shape I
moves.
used to be, but I could still definitely do most of the songs.
You turn the speed up.
I prefer an in the groove machine because Blood Rush was my shit. That was a 12-footer. I like that.
Chat,
song.
we're gonna make this happen, and it's gonna be recorded, and this will be a thing.
I actually have an old YouTube recording because I made a custom chart to a song that I found on a random in the groove machine down the shore in New Jersey in Wildwood. So I have that somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. And then I started doing charity stuff on Twitch for Gaming for Good / Save the Children Foundation. And then the guy who was in charge of Gaming for Good had also just created a YouTube MCN called Union for Gamers with Curse, and they're the ones that I signed up with, and they have been the ones I've been with all these years. So I did the Twitch charity, and then I started making YouTube videos more, and then I started doing Twitch again, and then Twitch has been kind of the primary focus since that point, because YouTube and Twitch are like similar in terms of like my time expenditure, and they still kind of are close. It's like 7 hours on Twitch, like 5 hours on YouTube, depending on what I'm working on. But now I also have to devote time to answering emails, and I have to devote time to social media, which I'm horrible at devoting time to. And then on top of that, I try to devote some time to spend time with my girlfriend and then play with my cat. And, you know, I literally don't have time that isn't already kind of planned around on my day-to-day basis. So some days I'll spend more time on YouTube. Most of the time it'll be more time on Twitch. But either way, it's just every day, every waking minute is poured into those things. Plus the occasional esport that I'll watch in my like, I need a break time.
Like, go eat. My lunch break, I'll go eat and I'll watch something. That time for me has been Game of Thrones right now. I'm like catching up on Game of Thrones. I'll like watch an episode while eating, back to work.
I don't watch Game of Thrones, and I went to my barber, and he just told me everything that's happened for 7 seasons, and I was like, I didn't even ask. So
thank you, buddy. I guess I'm never gonna watch it now.
now I never have to, because I don't watch Game of Thrones. I know what happened already. He's like, I'm not even gonna say it. If I start saying it now, we're gonna get into that territory, and that's not a good place to be.
By the way, Chad, if you were wondering about that face, guys, if you haven't checked the link, just put it in. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
God damn it.
I like it.
I said, Wolf works fast.
Yeah, Wolf works fast.
You're very good at that.
Although, to be fair, you were cleaning Bahamut instead of Bahamut cleaning you. But I'm sure he could fix that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want
talking the other way.
Yeah, I still want the Swayze one with you and Bahamut.
The main thing is that, you know, Bahamut, when you want him to be doing Wyrm Wave, instead he's following you, not Wyrm Waving. So I feel like that's the more accurate. No, I love him. No, my favorite is in PvP is when you see all the summoners with Bahamut and they're trying to run away and you see him like.
All right, Bahamut Akbarn.
Hold on, I gotta hug you first.
Yeah.
Bahugmet.
If you do it right, he'll actually not move and he'll keep doing Wyrm Waves and you'll get really far away from him and then all of a sudden he'll be like, wait.
Yeah. And then he goes, whoa, hold on. He almost got more than 5 feet away from me.
That was really bad. They need to change that.
Now, back on the Twitch side of things, I found Twitch to be a little bit more go with the flow and everything, with the exception of patches and, you know, new content, because pretty much me and Mike, we're like probably alarm clocking that shit. So when there's new stuff, we're pretty much up at like 4:30, 3 o'clock. Well, yeah, 4:30 my time.
Right.
Yeah, earlier for him. Do you find it be a little bit more flexible
with YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes and no. When there's new stuff, you actually want to be very, very fast at it.
Okay.
Like, because if you're the first to get content out of it, you're gonna be the first one to get the views. So like, I just got a video out of Dream Daddy, the Dream Daddy game.
Simulator. Yeah,
Daddy Simulator. I was waiting for that like the day that it was supposed to come out. I was up like super early, ready to record. I had everything set up to record it, and it didn't come out. So I ended up just going back to sleep. I was waiting for a few hours, and then the day that did come out, I was waiting for it. So it's the kind of thing, like, for that kind of thing, you need to like get it out ASAP. So same kind of thing like with Twitch. If something's new, you want to get it out ASAP. And besides that, YouTube, you can take it at your own schedule, but there's also, you want to feel a sense of urgency. Like, you want that. If you want to grow, you want to have that sense of urgency and keep pumping out content. So if you take it too relaxed, you're not going to grow that much. That's the thing. So I feel it's kind of both, but I don't take it relaxed. I feel like that's the difference.
Mike?
Well, again, yeah. So you do absolutely have to dedicate time, and you can't really be, in my opinion, you can't be relaxed with YouTube unless you have so much revenue coming through that isn't another video just got flagged, by the way.
Yay!
So,
yay!
As we're talking about that,
we
were talking about timing. You were talking about timing, and I decided, oh yeah, speaking of timing, normally when I put a video up way in advance, well, there you go. All right, and that's what happened there. If you have like so many people watching, you could do like 2-3 videos a week, and that's what they've come to expect, and that's what you're convinced it takes to produce the product that you want to produce. Then it's fine. as long as you're still putting forth the effort to get those things out in that timely fashion. If you are trying to, I guess, react to everything that's happening, you're going to pretty much fall behind no matter what, because there's not enough time in the day to do that. So you're focused very heavily. As soon as something happens, you need to be like, that's okay. I got to talk about that right now. Oh, what new interview just dropped? Oh, let's talk about that. New patch just dropped. What did they add? Let me see if there's anything I can use in a different context. Oh, new UI elements. Well, good. Let's try a new UI video or something. It's a constant just wrecking ball of your time, pretty much, because it's like, oh, free time.
Nope, it's gone. Especially with news. Like when you're trying to with doing news and stuff, especially with that, it's like, oh, I was about to go to sleep because I've been awake for 18 hours. Oh shit, there was an interview that just came out. Okay, time to make a video about it.
Yeah, those are times where I'll wake up because I wake up 7 a.m. and I start streaming. Well, I wake up at 5:30 Pacific, and then I start streaming at 7. If that happens, I'll try to wake up at 5 and make the video either at 5:30 or 6, or do it right at 7 a.m. and then post it from Twitch to YouTube. No, I'll do it I'll do the video live on stream. I'll cut all of it. I'll cut off everything. I'll get rid of all the pop-ups and all the frills, and I am recording a YouTube video, everyone. I'm not looking at you. And then after I'm done, I'll look at you.
Wait, do you when you do that, do you edit it in Vegas afterwards, or do you just record it?
I will do that. I'll do that a one take. If it's literally just, here's the interview, I'm going to read what's in the interview. We're going to talk about what's in the interview. That's a one take.
So you don't have to edit it and render it.
It doesn't have to be edited. State of the Realm is another example of something that's considered a one take. We don't do over here in State of the Realm.
Right.
Unless it's the intro.
Right there.
Yeah, we'll redo the intro.
Hold on, we gotta start the show over, guys. Hold on, we weren't supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, music didn't work. Let's start it over. And
I didn't even have the opening stuff up anymore. I closed
it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, sync that up.
There you go. Makes perfect sense. Mute the mics. We'll do it over. Makes perfect sense.
I see you doing it right now. Perfect.
Yeah, except I went to a black screen because I closed the video. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I can't. I was actually going to play the intro again, and it's not open still.
Set tonight on State of the Realm.
Yeah, shows. Yeah, we got to do a do over. Those I could do one takes. I could do edited. Anything that, as soon as I start messing up a one take, I will just resign myself to editing it later. No, I'll actually resign myself to saving the parts. Like if I'm like, okay, this is going to be a 6-minute one take, and then I screw up the intro 20 times in a row. As soon as I get the intro right, that's it. It's no longer a one take. I'm editing the intro in properly.
Have you ever just if you're recording something and you're just like, okay, I'm going to say this, and you start saying it and you just can't get it right for 10 minutes?
I could probably find a line in a recent video. If I went through my notes right now, the Red Mage job overview and thoughts, I couldn't for the life of me get through talking about acceleration. All it says is that acceleration ensures your next ver arrow over thunder procs for stone over fire. No reason not to use this as frequently as possible. That took me 10 takes.
Oh my god.
But yet, explaining core and displacement, which is a much longer segment, because I had to laugh at people who just jump off in the middle of using displacement.
Yeah.
I got that out in one try. I don't know. It becomes just a tongue twister, and I can't do it when it comes to certain videos. It just falls apart. And
it's
once
always
you're
gonna happen.
In your head that you're screwing it up,
you're messing it up more. For me, a lot of my videos are recorded live reaction, live commentary. I try to keep it that way because I want to have that kind of style of not too scripted. All I have is just a general idea of what I want.
That's what most one takes are, because you can't write out an entire script for a one take. Exactly. Unless you're John Oliver or something. I don't even know if those are one takes. Those are probably not even one takes.
They probably are, knowing he's damn good at it. So they probably are.
He's pretty, and he does screw up and they leave it in sometimes. So he's a professional. Kind of he's a professional one taker. That is definitely a fact.
It's just it works out better when you don't have a full script. Certain videos, I guess, could be better with a full script, but if you don't have a full script and you're just doing it live, just your reaction, it's better because you're being you know, you just be yourself, and that's what's gonna make the videos better, and that's what people come to the videos for. So just be you. That's what I do.
Sometimes I have to be myself with cuts, though.
Yeah,
I have to do it. I was like,
oh no, definitely cuts. Definitely cuts.
Can't do it.
Now, with this, another thing I wanted to bring up was kind of audio editing, because I know there are a lot of videos you do with no cam, and like you could one take it, but at the same time, you go back and listen, you kind of hear something that you don't want to hear, or redo it and everything. What's your process like for audio editing? Before that, what do you use for audio editing? If you don't natively use like Vegas or anything like that, do the audio editing there, what do you use?
For audio, I use Audacity. Audio is actually super, super important because audio is the thing that people don't know that they care about, but they care about the most. Like, audio is the thing that in a YouTube video, if your audio is shit, they click off faster than if your video is shit. Video quality, I mean.
Sorry that my microphone's been cutting to the left and right earbuds, by the
way. For me, it's staying in both. I don't know.
No, but I mean, that's because I'm not doing this very frequently, where I
it's still kind of the same.
I throw myself back. I don't know.
Okay.
It's been happening. I know that for a fact.
Maybe in OBS or whatever, is it still counting it as duo instead of
it's still
forcing it to mono?
No, it's counting it as duo. I haven't forced to that. It's
that might be. But yeah, like I use Audacity, and I noise cancel out in Audacity because I have a fan right there. I don't know if you could hear it. You probably
cannot hear it.
Really? Then this thing is really good. Wow.
See, I have a fan that I run, and it's very close. And even if I do noise canceling on Audacity, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna lower my general volume because the noise canceling doesn't help.
Noise canceling, it can't completely get rid of it, but it does help. Like, mine is pretty low, so I can get rid of it. It's much better than without the noise canceling. So after that, I put it in Vegas. Oh, go ahead.
Can you hear a fan on mine?
No.
Okay, good. I use Reaper for mine. Like, it's a lot. I use it live. So
what do you use?
Reaper. It's kind of like a mixer. I could use Audacity live, but Reaper noise cancels live. So what you're hearing now, like my PC is right here. It's less than 2 feet away from me, and you can't hear the fan.
Yeah, see, it's like a noise gate that's set up. OBS has that too. I haven't played with that, but I was looking into getting a mixer and stuff. That'll be later. But after Audacity, I do Audacity and then noise cancel, and then I put it in Vegas and I tweak some levels in there to like raise the bass a little bit. It makes it just sound more fancy, basically. So I do a little bit of stuff in Vegas, and then after that, then the audio is good. And I have the audio as like a separate track, so I can, like, let's say, because timing is important for funny stuff. So let's say I said something, like I thought of something and I said it after it happened. Sometimes I'll do that. Like, something will happen on screen and I'll be like, oh, this was a good thing to say. I didn't say that at the time. I'll say it now. And then I just move it over. So it's like I said it then. Like I'm smart.
I've had to do that. I hate when I listen back and I hear a word and I was like, you know what? I don't like the way I said that one word. I cut out the one word and I just say the one word again. But I have to try and say it in the exact tone that I was in the middle of the sentence. So the only
exact tone in context.
The only feasible way to do that is to say the whole thing again and then cut the one word and put the word in.
Say the sentence.
You say the whole sentence. And then you just cut the one word in back where the one word
I feel like that is just a lot more work than just saying the sentence again and just clipping it.
No, because I really like the rest of the sentence because it'll be a nice one take, but I'll just like have the one word, because especially if it's like a sentence that I struggled with and when I finally got the take, I was like, that's it. But that one word I didn't like in the take.
Okay.
I'm like, you know
that
what?
Makes
I'm
sense.
Fixing that one word and that one word only.
Right. That makes sense.
Because if I have to do the whole thing again, it's going to fall apart like it did the first time that I did it. And I'm not down for that.
And it's easy to do that too, because it shows you the peaks and stuff. So it's actually very, very easy visually to see where the sounds are because you see the peaks.
But if you speak fast, it can sometimes be a struggle to separate when the word began. Because Sometimes I
You
say
zoom
words.
in really far. Like really far zoom in.
I kind of just put words together and they make sounds.
Yeah.
So
on the peak thing, it'll do this. Like it'll
never go
just look like
flat.
it's one thing.
It just does a valley.
Right. Perfect.
A valley between the mountains. Those are good times. What were we talking about?
What were we talking about?
We were talking about audio.
Audio is a big thing. Oh yeah, getting a mic that's good is important. I just have like a USB mic.
I blow my mics out, man. I'm too Jersey. I just blow them out. They just
Jersey.
They all just get destroyed. I just go, ah! And then they sound like shit for the next 6 months, and then I finally replace them.
They can actually get blown out like that? Oh god.
They can because I have
Work better, little buddy.
I have my peaks are super high to the point where my microphone tries to smart adjust, and that fucks up all the rest of the audio. And
it's
then
I can't do it.
Every time I turn my computer on, I have to adjust my audio levels every day because it starts smart adjusting throughout the day, and then it sounds like shit, and then I have to, and then it resets the next day when I restart my computer, and I'm like, all right, well.
That's another thing is getting the audio levels right, like finding a good balance of where you can talk low and then also talk really loud, and it won't be clipping. Because clipping sounds terrible. Like,
and my voice is big on clipping.
Clip.
It's awful.
I mean, it sounds good right now.
It sounds fine because I'm speaking at a human volume.
Right.
Not speaking at a Jersey volume.
You got to turn away when you go, ah!
I need a Jersey microphone. Whatever microphone they hooked up to.
What is a Jersey microphone?
Whatever microphone's hooked
yelling.
to the shirts on the people at Jersey Shore. That's the one I need.
Oh.
They've got microphones hooked in their shirts for recording. That's it. Those are the ones I need.
I think the sensitivity is super low so that when they yell, it's okay.
My last microphone, I had the gain at 4% and I would still peak.
Wait, really? Like in Windows, like you have it's down.
No,
to
on
4.
the microphone itself, and then on the mixer, and then I would lower it to 60% in Windows. And I would still peak.
Okay.
That's how I knew it was bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's like, I did this. I know I did this.
Its sensitivity is at nothing, and it's peaking when I talk.
My voice was enough to shatter that microphone. That's all I know.
Jersey.
Yeah, I hate us.
Good old Jersey.
I hate us.
I hate your roads. I'm sorry. I hate
Our
New
roads
Jersey
are awful.
roads.
I hate us.
Yeah. I had to drive through New Jersey roads this weekend, and they're terrible.
They smell bad, too.
I didn't smell any of them.
Well, that's because you didn't go down the turnpike far enough. Go down the turnpike past the industrial section through the meadowlands, and it'll smell like a swamp's asshole. Not a swampy asshole. The swamp's own asshole. Everything that's in the swamp, and it's leaving the swamp all at once.
That's disgusting.
Yes. That is the Garden State.
The way that the roads worked for me, like, I feel like whenever they had to make a new road in New Jersey, they're kind of just like, this'll work. We'll just put a road here next to that one, and it's going to do this.
As somebody in the chat has said, who doesn't enjoy left exits?
Yeah, freaking left exits. I missed mine. I missed my left exit. I had to go down my right exit, and it took another 10 minutes. Because you can't just go off one exit.
There's also not a single road, I think, in all of New Jersey where you can like go in on like an inside curve and then turn around. Like you can, yeah. I don't
like
think
a U-turn.
Yeah, like an on-road U-turn, not like a let me turn down a side road and turn around.
Oh
U-turn.
no,
I think you have to do that, and also New Jersey really likes the rings where you have to drive around the ring and then turn off of it. New Jersey likes that a lot.
Yeah. I saw some of those.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Fun.
It's bad. It's not great.
It's the best part.
Yeah, no. Now that we're done talking about that, Sly, did you want to say something?
Yeah. What was next?
Really, I only had one other question, and this one's going to require two answers from both of you.
So is that 4 answers total or an answer from each?
Yeah, 4 answers total.
Answers.
2 from you, 2 from you, 2 from Larry. You probably get it all the time, but for someone who wanted to get into content creation, who wanted to get into the content creation on the Twitch side and the YouTube side, what would you tell them? Larry, since
Two
you're
answers?
our guest, yeah, since you're our guest, I'll start with you. If you can like sum it up in one answer for both sides, that's fine. But if you have a Twitch answer and a YouTube answer, that's fine as well.
Oh, okay. So if they wanted to get into YouTube and if they wanted to get into Twitch.
Yes.
Okay. I'm kind of, well, to get into Twitch, my honest answer would be to get into YouTube first. So
build an audience and transfer it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like really, like you build up a YouTube channel first and then do Twitch. It's much easier that way. So that would, I'll just answer more towards the YouTube side then.
Okay, that's fine.
So first of all, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be gaming. For YouTube and just for content creation in general, you have to love it. Like you have to love it before you do it. And then you have to love it while you're doing it. And you have to love it way after you're doing it. Because you're going to stop. Like if you, like in the very beginning, you're not going to get any views or you're going to get hate. You're going to get so much shit, or you're just not going to see the return that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your idea is that you want to get. And if you don't love what you're doing, you're going to stop. So the first and foremost thing is make sure you love what you're doing and make sure you're being yourself. Because if you're not being yourself, you're also going to get tired of it. So be yourself, make the content that you want to make and like stuff that you yourself would watch, and make sure that it's good and that you love it. Mm-hmm. And once you got that, I feel like people will come eventually if you just keep going. You have to just keep trying over and over and over again every day. Keep working at it. So, and that's really what I would say. And also, I guess that's not just YouTube in general. That's everything. Anything in life. Like, why do you want to do something that's, why do you want to be normal and do the safe thing? Because obviously this is not a safe career choice. Doing YouTube and Twitch, and it's not safe at all.
Yeah, let me just go grab a reminder of that real quick.
Yeah, YouTube, thanks for taking down my AdSense on this video here. But it's not a safe career choice. Like, stay determined. Yeah, like you have, like, what is the point of being normal? It's your life. You have the one life that you have. Do something that you love, and as long as you're doing that, then you are successful and you are happy. So that's how I feel.
Words of wisdom from Larryzaur. Wow. Happy. How can you top that?
I can top that because I could talk more about the Twitch side.
Okay. All right. Yeah, do the Twitch side.
So Twitch is I could honestly do a full show on only Twitch if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like we could have literally just started the show with this question and we would be ending the show with this question. So I
would like to talk about that. So
I will abbreviate. It's not the right word, but it's the word I've chosen to use. Twitch is, as Larry said, and I completely agree, much harder to grow on from scratch. It is competing for people's live attention, and that is immensely harder than getting someone to press the subscribe button on YouTube. It also generally means that effectively per person, any person who does watch you on Twitch means almost not more, but it was harder to get those people watching. So the appreciation levels are there a lot. And that's the thing you got to be able to display on Twitch is a constant sense of appreciation. And it has to be earnest too. You can't just pretend to appreciate people. Because even doesn't matter if someone's just watching, if they just follow, it doesn't matter if they're a paid sub or they're just watching and they're just lurking. They're just lurking. It doesn't matter what they're doing or what their contribution is. They're contributing to a community and a channel, and they're as much a part of it as the person right next to them who's paying for a $4.99 sub or anything like that. They're all strong contributors to the channel. And getting to that point where you can feel that way is a huge struggle. It is enormous because some people tell you to start with like, oh, don't start by spending any money. Where, I would tell you, get overlays, get an intro, make it look professional right from the get-go. But most importantly on Twitch, you need a brand. YouTube, you don't need a brand. If you have a brand, you're going to be more successful, but you don't need a brand. As can be seen by people who just compile vines and do whatever they want. That's not a brand. Your brand is not stealing. Your brand is stealing other people's work. And
I can't make
it.
my own content, so
Yeah,
I'm
like
just gonna take other people's content.
That's
and
not a
put it
brand.
together.
So that's not a brand, unfortunately.
Yeah.
When it comes to Twitch, you need to establish, like, do I play RPGs? All right, so my intro should reflect that. It should have homages to my favorite RPGs or the one that I'm currently playing, or whatever my mood is currently right now. Yeah, Mr. Velvet Room over here kind of understands that. And your identity and what makes you stand out is a much more important factor on Twitch than it is on YouTube. However, going off what Larry said also, if you develop a following on another platform and transition it to Twitch, your branding becomes less important in terms of getting started on Twitch, and it's something you can develop later. Mm-hmm. As for YouTube itself, I think I pretty much echo what Larry said in that it has to be a passion project before it's something that don't be like, I have no subscribers, I'm gonna make a living on YouTube. Don't do that.
Don't do that. No, don't. Absolutely. Don't do that.
Don't do that. That's a bad idea. You know what you should be doing? You should be like, all right, well, I'm going to go to work, and when I get home, I can make this video. Why not? You know, that's what I want to do with my spare time. And then you keep building it, and you keep doing it, and that's your hobby, and it's your passion. And then all of a sudden, you maybe, you make it like some secondary income, and then it goes up a little bit more, and you're still loving what you're doing. In fact, now it's motivating you to do it even more, and your projects are getting better and more frequent. And then you can maybe consider not doing what you were doing before and then doing YouTube. A lot of people I know actually end up getting started on Twitch and YouTube while they're unemployed between jobs, because while they're looking for a job, they have a lot of time. They have a lot of time, so they're trying to do something productive with it, and that's how I got YouTube and Twitch. It was between jobs when I got on them. So and then between jobs ended up being between not doing this and doing this. So that's how it ended up being eventually. And you got to make sure you're authentic, even if your authenticity is something that there's going to be people out there who don't agree with. A good example would be a friend of mine, Duke Nukem. His authenticity comes in. He tells you straight up front, I'll do a sponsored video. I don't care. Just what I do. If someone pays me to make a video, I will make a video and I will show it to you guys. That's why it's being made in the first place. I don't care. And I love that about him, as much as I can't do that personally. I could never do that. I respect him for straight up being honest about it and not like being like, oh yeah, it's great, money.
That's different.
Yeah, it's way different. So I have mad respect for the fact that he can do that, because I sure as hell can't. And then you gotta constantly generate motivation. That's tough. You do. I listen to motivational speeches when I go running. Because I got to listen to something when I'm running.
Are they TED Talks or actual just motivational speeches?
They're not TED Talks. They're like, I have a few YouTube channels that I listen to, like Motivational Archive, that are just like random motivational speakers. I don't even know their names, but they say good things. So I listen to some of those things.
They say good things.
They say
all
good.
that matters in a motivational speaker is that they say good things and you're fucking motivated.
That's it. They say good things.
And then there's just like music that you listen to. Like music can get you pumped up. Like, because that's the other thing. Working on your own schedule is very different from when you work at a job and you have to show up at the job on time. Because you are your own boss, so you have to make sure that you're waking up and getting out of bed and getting the things done that you need to get done. So,
and then that one day where you don't do it, and you're like, "Wow, that day was super relaxing," and then the next day you're like,
"I want to have another relaxing day.
I would love another one of those days."
Can't get. But then I also feel so guilty.
Oh yeah,
I feel like really guilty if I do that, but.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can theoretically, like, especially if there's like, again, the international for Dota 2 was on this last week. I want it to be.
You watched it?
So lazy. But I just started picking and choosing what I watched and what I didn't watch.
Right. That's kind of the other thing, like with games and stuff too. Like, I don't have the time anymore to like
play games,
play any games that I want. Like,
that's the thing about Twitch
to be for the channel and Twitch.
That's the thing about Twitch in general. And like, I recently did a panel at SuperCon, And that's one of the things I talked about was like, okay, you play games or like mostly for a living on Twitch. And then once you're done with your stream, you don't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
Like you probably just want to go the fuck to sleep. Like, Morgana,
It's very tiring.
Yeah, it is
tiring.
And then you
It's
have
so
all these
tiring.
other games that you want to play, but you just can't bring it in yourself to play. Like there's so much shit that's come out that I've missed, and like, Sly, when are you gonna play this? Whenever the fuck I have time, and whenever the fuck
I want to play Crash Bandicoot, man. Not just for the WoW memes. I wanted to play it, and then I discovered WoW memes.
I still haven't played Nier.
Nier. I need to finish Automata. I actually played the first one, but I did it on stream. Like that's kind of like what I feel like I could use stream for it. But certain games don't even work well on stream. Like you don't think about that, like a lot of people. But certain games don't work well on stream, and some do.
And that can motivate or demotivate you. I can be honest, when 14's in a lull, I feel demotivated to stream it on Twitch sometimes. What
am I gonna do?
I'll do it from I'll still like throw in a few hours. I'll be like, oh well, I still have some daily stuff I want to get done, but I don't want to really stream it after that. So I'll do an hour or two dailies, and then, you know, like when the Moogle Beast Tribes was a big one. Like I would log in, do Moogle Beast Tribes, grab my map for the day, do a dungeon roulette to level something, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm done. Let me go play something else.
Right.
And that could be true of pretty much any game, and that could be the worst part. Is it could be true for YouTube. Also, it's way worse when you feel that way about YouTube. Like, I have all these things I could do, and strangely, I'm not motivated to do a lot of them based on responses or anything. But you're like, okay, do I just do them because I want to do them, or do I go do something else that could potentially be more productive for the channel?
Yeah, and that's the other thing too of like, not cornering yourself just into one thing. It is important for growing. For growing, you want to find some kind of niche, and make videos or make content in that niche and stay to that niche for a while, and then you can expand. Like I've just recently been able to expand a little bit to other games because I want to be able to play other games and make videos in the same kind of style that I make in FF14 with other games. And that's important to be able to do because that's kind of scary just to have all of your livelihood based on if this one game is okay. You know, it's like, what happens if 14 just dies? That's no bueno.
No bueno.
So, yeah. I mean, hopefully when that happens, there'll just be a new one. There'll be the new online FF game or something.
No, we'll just go back and play 11. Fuck it.
All right. But we'll go play 11 now.
And hate ourselves.
That was a good game. I never played 11. I wish I did.
No, you probably don't.
Really?
I played it for 7 years. It was never the game that was fun. It was the people that I talked to, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
I made a lot of friends playing that game.
I mean, the people that make the game pretty much.
I mean, I could have met those people in an AOL chat room. Who the fuck knows? Like, it would have been the same people.
Do you really have to bring that up?
AOL chat room.
I'm just saying
that is like the seediest part of the internet now.
I don't think AOL / chat room, Sly.
Like, what the fuck? AOL chat room.
I don't think AOL still chat room, Sly.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, like, they didn't make the game, but they're the only reason I kept playing it.
Right. Because you want to talk to them and stuff. You made friends, so that's how you talk to them. AIM. Yeah, AIM and MSN.
Yeah, AIM. Yeah.
I used MSN Messenger to talk to my girlfriend when I met her on webcam.
Oh, you weren't about that Yahoo life?
Oh, is this where the shower story comes in? All right.
No. Can't bring it in there.
God.
The fog will mess up with the camera.
Oh, that's what you're concerned about. Oh, he's concerned that the steam will mess with the camera.
Yeah.
He's not concerned. He's not debating or saying it didn't happen. He's just saying the steam will mess up the camera.
God.
Just for clarity's sake.
Yeah.
So don't do that. The steam will mess up the camera, guys.
Don't do that. So what we're talking about, content creation?
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
we did say that it would derail.
You and Bahamut in the shower was 14 content.
That is 14 content. That is
14 content.
100%. And
I
that
do
happened,
like Bahamut.
So.
The Bahamut escape room is coming up. I'm very excited.
You want to know the only one I could have gone to was in Los Angeles. Do you know what day the Los Angeles Bahamut escape room was?
No.
June 16th, 2017. Do you know what day June 16th, 2017 is off the top of your head?
Is that Stormblood?
Yes.
Wait, why did they do that?
It was the same because it's not them. It's not Square Enix that sets it up. It's the escape room that sets it up.
Oh my god! No wonder why that
something got lost in translation there.
No wonder why that one wasn't sold out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That explains a lot.
The people who were going there, who were supposed to be going there, were pretty much on.
Oh my god!
I can imagine them being in the escape room and just saying "fuck it," and they're just trying to connect to like their fucking hotspot. Just playing Stormblood.
Yeah.
No. Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to be in a quiet place for an hour.
No.
Do Cold Steel.
Yeah, that's what you should have done. Like, for the people who were stuck on Cold Steel, they should have went to the escape room. Yeah.
I should have done that. I should have known that.
You would have gotten out of the escape room and be just trapped in another room, and that room would be Raubon.
Yeah.
Hi, Raubon. What's up, buddy?
Cold Steel.
Or Pippin. Or Pippin's well, right?
Pippin. See, we were of the thought that we were spending so much time doing this, we're just going to keep doing it. We're just going to keep trying to get past it.
If I give up now, then all these hours are wasted.
Yeah, and then it just becomes one of those gambler things of like all the money that you put in.
See, that's why I was glad I was streaming, because as soon as one person in my chat said, "Oh my god, I got through," and then I saw another person go, "Oh my god, me too," I'm like, this is my window. This is my window. This is the only way, and it worked almost every time. And then I would eventually get to yeah.
That happened on stream like later, like once I got through and one person in chat said that they got through. I was like, guys, go there. If you haven't gotten through, you have to go there right now and get through because it's open. And people are getting through.
And then you'd start getting the reports, oh, it 90k'd me, and you'd be like, okay, I'm not going to any more instances until somebody else says that they got through.
And then the whole Susano
it was Susano, the one that could like literally track your character between dimensions.
Yeah, at that point, I just didn't give a shit. I just wanted to progress through the story. So,
see, by the time I found out about Susano, I was already on Lakshmi, so I was just hoping it didn't happen on Lakshmi also.
Yeah. Well, apparently it was from sitting and going underwater afterwards or something.
It was like performing any sort of emote, and any sort of
underwater.
Emote. Like if you were dancing when you queued in. And then when you leave, you'd still technically be dancing, but you'd be underwater, so it's screwed.
It's like, how do I do that? You can't be dancing underwater.
No, I'm just swimming.
God. Knocked over your SteelSeries headset.
My SteelSeries Arctis 7 headset, wireless headset. Yes.
Very nice headset.
He did that, not me.
Yeah, I did.
I just want that. I just want everyone to know he said it, not me. And then I said it.
So, after all that, any last little bits of wisdom or advice you want to give to the adoring public out there?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, that's a good hi.
Hello. My name's Larry. I like making videos. Okay, so well, we kind of talked about like how to get started. The only other thing I wanted to add with that was if you are going to, like what Happy was talking about, because we started talking about once you are further and once you are further and you're thinking about like taking this on as like your job or whatever, you have to do that and think about like what you do before then, because you don't ever plan for that, I would say. Right. You just keep working on it while you're working. You don't really plan on that, and you just do it for fun. And learn to take criticism, but also ignore naysayers. Like if somebody's going to be hating on you and it's just hate, like there's nothing to learn there. But if there is criticism, then learn from it. But also don't change too much about yourself. If you really are being yourself, keep being yourself. And take some of that criticism, but most of the criticism just you could ignore it as long as if they're just being shit. I think that's a big thing that people will stop, because a lot of people will start doing something and they don't see the results that they want, or they get told you can't do that, that's a silly dream, you can't do that, nobody can do that, and then they stop because they believe it that they can't do it. So you have to believe in yourself that you can do it. So I think that's the last thing I want to say, is to believe in yourself, that if it's something you want to do, you can do it.
Happy?
Yeah.
Don't go to Reddit and assume that you can post your videos there.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. That would be my number one piece of advice, because I thought Reddit was a place for things like that, and I did that, and it was a bad idea. So don't do that. I was like, I went to the League subreddit. I was like, wow, people post videos here all the time. Maybe I should do that on the final.
Hey guys, watch my video.
This was a mistake. This was a bad idea.
And then you get people posting your videos that wasn't meant for Reddit.
And then you're like, no, don't do that.
Please don't do that.
I already sullied it. Don't do that. Just if there's a document, just post that instead. Trust me, you don't want to be on the receiving end of the karma that's gonna come from that. So don't force yourself down other people's throats would be a general piece of advice. Don't go to everyone and be like, hey, I'll follow you for a follow. Don't do that. Don't like reach out there and try to get other people just to expose your content because you are asking them to.
Right.
If somebody likes it and they want to talk about it, appreciate it, that needs to come organically. You can't shove it down people's throats, whether it be on Reddit or a forum or by messaging people individually. It's one thing to try and do the one reach out like, hey, what do you think of this to someone? They may or may not respond because you're not asking for publicity, but they also may or may not have time. But if you try to do that, you're going to dig your own grave fairly fast because then people will actively go out of their way to ignore you or even say, hey, that guy's annoying. All he does is ask people to watch his videos. Don't. I would recommend not doing it.
Participate in the community without
That's
promoting.
Definitely.
Participate in the community of whatever niche it is that you're doing and provide content, provide value without asking or telling people to check you out.
And don't just assume because somebody else does it that you shouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with the way YouTube works. That's why we have as many guide makers as we have, or as many people who make a guide on a job. No, you shouldn't be like, oh, this level 70 job guide already exists. Well, I guess I won't do that. Even if you're doing virtually the same thing, you may present it in a way that's unique to you, and people could appreciate that far more. So don't demotivate yourself by being, but there's already so many people who do this, and if I do it, I'll be just like them. Who cares? Do it if you make it yours. Don't steal it and then make it yours, but make it yours.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
That's it. Don't look at what they're already doing. Look at what they're doing and say, if I do this my own way, can I make it better?
Exactly. That's like that's also something that I believe is like, if look at YouTube or Twitch, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people want what you want. You want to be a YouTuber. You want to be a Twitch broadcaster. Hundreds of thousands and millions of people also want that. You have to work harder than all of them if you want to make it. So it's hard work and believing in yourself, and don't post your stuff on Reddit.
I feel like I've heard that before. And then looking back at Twitch also, I'm going to say this. I've seen a lot of people do this. Don't brand yourself with the game's name in your title.
No bueno.
Don't if you want to be like a long time, like if you want to do it as a career, you're going to end up rebranding at some point if you do that. Like if my name was Mr. Happy XIV, or Sly's name was Slyh, aka XIV or if Larry's name was Larryzaur XIV, don't do that.
Or like the Overwatch people. That's a little scary, but also it's like maybe like way later when Overwatch is dead, what's gonna happen to them? If they just did Overwatch and their name is Overwatch in the name.
Then they are going to be rebranding very, 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 very soon.
Yeah.
There was actually I wouldn't say most, but a lot of the advice from the Twitch side that I got was from Mel.
Yes.
Yeah.
She like managed Mel's my girlfriend. She managed my channel for the first several years. Now she does her own job working over at PUBG.
Yeah. And one thing that was in my panel when I put it in my so you want to be a Twitch streamer panel for SuperCon. I had these little snippets of tips that I would call quick raw snacks tips because they were quick. And yeah. And she gave them to me last year, but it's something good to keep around.
My girlfriend
mainly
is
for
good to keep around,
streaming.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank you,
Really?
Sly.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome.
She's a keeper. Hash.
She's a keeper. Yeah, one main tip for someone getting into the Twitch sphere, because a lot of people make this common mistake, and this is a good little snippet from Mel. Quote unquote, do not get into streaming for the perceived money or fame, because that doesn't happen overnight. Your idols may inspire you, but they all had to start from somewhere and invest a lot of time and effort getting their streams to fit their gaming genres, or getting their microphones and videos right, or even training their voices to solve 8 to 12 hours. You won't get 100 viewers in a month without busting your ass and really knowing how to get yourself out there.
Can I get that on a fortune?
That's
very
from
good.
Mel.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Woo. Shout out to Mel.
She's got a lot of them like that.
Yeah. I've got like there in this PowerPoint. I've got like a whole bunch of these.
You have a
That's
PowerPoint.
It's a snippet.
My girlfriend.
Yeah. But shout out to Raw Snacks.
I've learned something new today. Sly keeps a PowerPoint of things my girlfriend has said.
Quotes.
Yes.
Man, do I hope
quotes.
me and her never get in such a fight where she can go back to that PowerPoint. Be like, Sly, have some of the things that I said.
Excuse me, but according to this PowerPoint here,
According to this PowerPoint, Mike can suck a dick.
God.
That's awesome. Great. All right. It's gonna be good. Anyway, on that note, Sly, do you have anything you want to say as someone who's you've been doing it since just before the first Fan Fest, I'd say.
Yeah, just around the first Fan Fest.
Yeah.
Everybody's journey is different. Like, and what I mean by that is somebody, like, it's not going to be the same. It's Twitch or YouTube isn't cookie cutter. Whereas, well, I can't speak from the YouTube side of things, but I'll speak from Twitch. Twitch isn't cookie cutter. One thing might work for someone else and it won't work for you. Or it might work for you and it won't work for someone else. Learn from your mistakes. Keep a good circle of people around you, because that definitely will help.
You mean like networking, right? Like
networking
kind of thing,
networking and like a good support base, like Mike.
Yeah,
or he's right there for me.
over
right
that way.
Yeah,
he's over
it's
there.
different from where you see me on our program versus where you'll be on each other's.
Keep a good support base, because they, at the end of the day, they will be in your corner. Like,
I said, if you want to stream, don't have the 14 in your name. Somebody changed their name just now. They changed it from General Disorder 14 to General Disorder 420. So I can.
Oh my god!
I can appreciate that. I can. That's some tough acting right there. That's what I'm talking
perfect
about.
disorder.
and
It's perfect.
and one thing I like to keep, in terms of Twitch streaming, is that, mental health does go hand in hand with Twitch streaming. Like, shit will get to you. Like, if you are made of steel, good for you, but shit will get to you. Make sure you are kind of taking care of yourself. If you need to talk to someone, whether it be friend or professional. Make sure you're getting the actual shit that you need to get, food, water, sunlight. You need that shit, so get that shit.
What's sunlight? What the
that was the one.
What the fuck is that?
I go to get my mail. I go to get my mail every day. Does that count?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few sunspots in the sky still when I go to get it.
Oh, so you're good then.
Yeah,
You're fine.
Got that vitamin D.
Like, take care of yourself. Really, just take care of yourself mentally and physically when it comes to streaming.
Taking care of yourself is important. Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of other stuff I could say, but yeah, that's just the main thing. Take care of yourself. Make sure you got a good support base, and you'll be good to go.
Good to go.
You'll be
go
good.
get
Work
him, Tiger.
really hard.
Go get him, Tiger.
So work
Now-
really
now
hard. Don't
Mary
post
J.
your stuff on Reddit and read Mel's PowerPoint.
Yeah. Read Mel's tips.
TLDR for the show.
Yeah.
Or TLDW, I guess, because you're not reading State of the Realm, I hope.
Watch, listen, L.
L?
Listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Watch, listen, L. Just repeat the first letter. Watch, listen, L. What happened to hear, feel? Whoa! There you go.
Whoa.
There you go. Hear, feel, whoa! There you go. And now the show has officially devolved into nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna take this opportunity since we are talking about YouTube. It's one of the things that inspired me to do this show for the week was the dumb shit I've been dealing with for the past week on YouTube. Okay. And Sly and I will be having a private conversation about this afterwards, but I think it's about time we started doing some State of the Realm merch, Sly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think it's about time.
About that time.
Because this is my final piece of advice. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't watch everything crumble around you. Evolve and overcome it. Because I guarantee you State of the Realm will be flagged every week from this point on. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for
We
cursing.
will do or say something that will.
I've said
get a
fuck.
flag.
Well, just there, but before as well.
Yeah.
I say fuck more times than my own name.
I think it's so stupid. But like I said, mine haven't been flagged, but maybe it's because there's other background noise, like it can't detect the word fuck if like they're screaming at the same time. I don't know.
Well, keep in mind, like I said, it took me like 7 months before anything ever got flagged. And everything that's
Yeah.
unflagged, it's just, I'm not going to not post it because it's flagged. I'm just going to post it. And then when it gets unposted, whatever.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to put that out there. There may be some additional support structure coming in for State of the Realm.
Get a shirt.
In the coming weeks or months. That way, we could do some cooler things with the show. Like
Are you pouring another drink?
Like Stake of the Realm. Another. He never stops.
Yeah.
This man never stops. Are you kidding me?
What are you drinking?
Some Hopium IPA.
Oh.
I got some sours in the fridge. I could go for one of those.
God, I can't stand sours.
I can't stand you.
I can't stand I don't like IPAs. Is that bad? I don't.
No, it's not bad. I mean, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah. I'm glad you can agree it is. I don't really like them.
Yeah.
I like Jack and Coke. That's my
And
drink.
water.
And water. I'm drinking water, yeah.
I get a scotch and water.
I mean,
hold the
that's
scotch.
they're made from water, but sure,
You just
okay.
make
Yeah.
a joke. Yes, I did.
Scotch
Good
and
one.
water, hold the scotch,
There you go.
please.
All right, on that note, let's wrap up the show and move on over into a post show before I go and enjoy myself some dinner. Larry, why don't you take this opportunity to tell where they can find this YouTube and Twitch content that we have spent the entire show talking about?
Who? Oh, me. Where can you find me? Well, my name is Larryzaur, and you can find me at that
Hi.
name everywhere. Hi, hello.
Hi.
I'm a Larryzaur on YouTube. That is my main place. And then also Twitch. I stream on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. I'm lit and cool and hip with the kids now. I have an Instagram and some other places too. Just Larryzaur everywhere. I got it.
Hey, Larry, before I
That's it.
switch the camera to Sly, if I asked you for an LIT at a bar, what would you think I'm talking about?
A Long Island iced tea.
Yes!
Did you have the dab with it too?
Yes! So many people in California say that's not a thing.
It's a Long Island iced tea.
Like how is a LIT not a thing?
But they say no one calls it that. And I'm like, everyone
I don't
calls it that.
call.
Everyone calls
that.
it an LIT.
See?
I
I'm
call it a
going to
Long
take this
Island
conversation
iced tea.
immediately to my girlfriend. On
Like,
that
did
note,
Mel say it's not a thing?
everyone in California I know says that. They laugh at
Oh
me.
wow. Oh,
I want to
my
go to
God.
California.
Fucking California
Oh,
people
fuck.
laughing at me and shit.
People in California probably make fun of me and my accent and how I say things. They'll be like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "New York." Mm-hmm.
Well, when you say it like that, even I find it funny, and I'm from New Jersey. New York.
New York.
Be like saying Boston.
Jersey, New York, and North Carolina. We would be like the weirdest people to go to fucking California and just like,
I've been here.
Hey, where are you from?
I've been here for a year. It's still weird. Over a year, almost 2 now. All right, Sly, why don't you tell them where they can find you at, my good sir?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Slyakagreyfox. You can find me on Twitter at Slythefox, Instagram at Slyakagreyfox07, on the YubTubs / The Velvet Room, Facebook Slyakagreyfox, and yeah, it's pretty much everywhere. I have raid night tonight. Yay.
You get to see that raid face in action.
It's super action.
I like the ridge. I like how you perch your nose up and it creates this ridge that's very distinct for raid face.
Yeah.
He knows your face in detail.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've been doing this so long, yeah, he knows my face.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, Mike, where can everybody find you?
They can. I love that it does that when I change my camera over, because my camera goes through a capture card. It like takes half a second to load, and you see like 60% of the screen is green for like half a second. Yeah, it's like hold on, I wasn't ready. I can fix that by priming it, but I didn't. So anyway, you can find me, Mr. Happy 1227, at Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, all at Mr. Happy 1227, and Dauntless is this Friday, and I'm excited because it's Monster Hunter kind of thing, and flares and axes and chain blades and I'm looking forward to it. So be ready for that.
Is there a lance?
There's a hammer with a gun on the end.
Yeah, that's the same.
There's flares.
There's flares.
Yeah.
We're good.
Flares.
You'll even be able to get a flare with this ugly mug on it.
Flares.
I'm not kidding. Literally, my logo is going to be one of the flares.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's a bunch of people who are going to have flares like that. It's going to be
What the
exciting.
fuck?
It's going to be exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. I say it won't be this face is not good enough for that. It's going to be like the artistic one. The one I use for my logos and stuff. The one where it looks like I'm blazing, where I'm just like...
Right. That one.
all the time.
Happy. So happy.
Always happy all the time. There you go.
All 20 haps.
All right, but on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on over into post-show. I will see all of you fine ladies and gentlemen tomorrow. Sly will see you in a few minutes. Larry, when do you stream? When does your next...
Fridays and Saturdays.
There you go.
And on YouTube's, you just see me when I make a video.
You just follow him on the YouTube and then you go. If you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a link to that in the description. So go there. Do it.
Do the things.
Do the things. We will see you next week. And until then, take care.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.